Hi, my name is Stephanie Priest. I am the CEO of Ignite Fitness and Kickboxing and the Ignite Method. We have spent many years working with thousands of people to help them get to their goals from a sustainable and lifestyle perspective, because let's be honest, restriction isn't something that works from a long-term perspective. And we really want to make certain that people get to the other side of their journey and they're able to continue and maintain those habits for the rest of their lives. In this video today, I wanted to talk to you about the definition of healthy and the definition of healthy for me, because over the years, I've seen lots of different things and we've learned lots of different things along the way. And I wanted to share a couple of different things from you and to you and go over some things, some actionable items and some takeaway items for you. So I read this the other day and I thought it was really interesting. It says, yeah, you should eat healthy. But don't see it as I'll totally eat clean for 1 month. I won't eat anything unhealthy like sweets or pizza. And when I have my dream body, I'll eat everything I want again. See it from this. As of now, I'll live healthy and happy. I try to eat clean and work out as much as possible, but I'll be allowed to eat things like pizza or cake because I want a healthy life, not a healthy month. It's not a one-time thing. It's a lifestyle. And I can tell you that we very much believe in lifestyle at Ignite, especially in the Ignite method. We want you to be able to understand what healthy is. We want you to understand what sustainability and lifestyle is. And we want you to be able to walk away with tools for the rest of your life. So there are a couple of things that I want to talk about. I think that it's really important to understand a couple of different things. So first of all, if you're looking for a weight on the scale, right? And a lot of us are, and that's not good. It's not bad. It's not right. It's not wrong. I don't believe in labels. If you know me, you know that I don't believe in labels, but this is what I will tell you. The scale is literally a box of springs that gives you feedback on what you did a few days before or the day before. It actually might be a little bit of extra water or not enough water, right? So the scale doesn't and shouldn't, in my humble opinion, define us, because there are lots of things that go into that. We all know that if we're trying to get to a certain weight, the calorie deficit is absolutely an answer for each of us, right? We understand that in order to lose pounds, we have to do X amount of calorie deficit in order to be able to lose those pounds. That is just science, simple, plain, utter science, okay? What we don't want to do is we don't want to have restriction, because inevitably what happens is if you don't have a coach on the other side of that calorie deficit portion of your life, it is very difficult to understand how to reintroduce things. It is very difficult to understand how to maintain moving forward. So having a coach is really important if you are going down the island or going down the aisle of some type of calorie deficit. Another thing that I really want to drive home is think about a healthy lifestyle. This is the piece to me. This is like the piece de resistance, right? Drink water because you appreciate your body and it's a temple, right? And your body deserves that. It doesn't deserve to be treated like a garbage can. Think about going to the gym, whatever gym it is, if it's in your house, if it's somewhere else, find that space that you absolutely love and go there because your body deserves to be treated like a temple. I'll be really honest with you. There have been so many periods in my life where I've went 0 to 1,000, where I've went and run a 10K, no training whatsoever, where I've treated my body poorly. At some point in your life, that comes back, right? We can't do that for the rest of our lives. And the earlier that we begin to actually treat our body the way it deserves to be treated, the longer it will last us. It's not like a car that you can trade in, right? Like if my car gets beat up and I'm like, I'm over that car, I can trade it in. I don't get to trade my body in. This is the only body that I get for the rest of my life. So do I treat it like a garbage can, or do I treat it like the temple that it actually is? Practice self-love, right? Nourish your soul as much as you nourish your body. The definition of health doesn't have to be limited to how much you weigh, what size clothes you wear, how much body fat that you have. If you practice pieces every single day, like getting up, drinking water, maybe limiting your caffeine, right? I'm still a caffeine drinker. I just try to limit it, making certain that you're making better choices. It doesn't have to be 100% all the time. I'm not 100% all the time. And this is what I do for a living. This is how I create sustainability and financial freedom for my family. But let me be clear, 100% all of the time for myself, it may be wonderful for other people in this industry. But quite frankly, if 85% is where I'm at today, I'm going to celebrate that I am 85% of the way as opposed to 60% of the way. And if I'm 60% of the way, then I'm going to give myself a high five because I could have been 20%. And I think that all too often that we focus on truly the things that aren't about health, because the number on the scale doesn't mean that you're healthy, right? The number on the scale doesn't give us that definition of health, but nourishing your soul, nourishing your body, because it truly is a temple. Sometimes you nourish at 60%, sometimes you nourish at 85%, and sometimes you nourish at 100%. But let me tell you this, celebrating those days that you nourish at 85% are equally as important as celebrating those days that you nourish it at 100%. So when you think about the definition of health and you associate health with weight, there's no correlation between the two. I can be 100 pounds and the most unhealthy person on the inside, as if I were not 100 pounds. So when you think about the definition of health, I invite you to consider that going to the gym 3, 4, 5 times a week, that drinking water to nourish your body as well as your soul is important, that limiting your caffeine intake is just as important, and that having cake on a birthday, that's okay too. Having a glass of wine, if that's what you choose, is okay too. I don't believe that restriction is the answer. I believe that there is a knowledge base that we all generate over time, and some of us take a little bit longer than others to learn those rules. Practice self-love, all the other stuff falls into place, right? Once we master the mindset of taking care of ourselves, that's the most important thing. Everything else then falls into place. But when you force the one side of it, when you force the weight number, how is it that you can ever live that long term, right? So I invite you to consider the importance of what health actually is. That's all. If you liked this content, if you enjoyed this content, make certain that you subscribe, make certain you smash that like button so that way we continue to go ahead and bring valuable content to you. We're super grateful for you. Make certain that you check us out on Facebook and that you check us out on Instagram and all those amazing areas of social media. We love being able to provide content. My mission truly is to help as many people as I possibly can find fulfillment in who it is that they actually are. I know that each of you has this amazing light. Don't dim it for anyone. So have an amazing day, and I can't wait to see you next time.